Welcome back. In the previous class, we discussed about important operations carried on lathe machine. So the very important operations are taper turning and next one is thread cutting. The both operations are very important role. The both operations are discussed before that one in the previous class or before that earlier we discussed the very simple operations carried on lathe machine, that is fundamental operation facing. Next one turning. Turnings are different turnings: step turning, taper turning, eccentric turning. And in addition to that one, the operations carried like drilling operation. After drilling operation, in order to correct the size of the hole, the operation followed next to the drilling operation is reaming. In addition to the drilling and reaming operation, in order to increase the size of the drilled hole, the next operation is the boring operation. And how a boring operation is performed on a lathe machine. After boring operation, by using taps, how internal threads are performed on a component. So these are the operations discussed prior to the taper turning and thread cutting operations. So with this particular one, now the class to be discussed today is work holding devices. So the basic working principle of a lathe machine is a stationary cutting tool is fixed in tool post. So the tool post moves either parallel to axis or perpendicular to axis with the help of the compound rest or cross slide or carriage, while the cutting tool is fed against to a rotating job which rotates continuously. So that what happen? The excess material of the cylindrical component is removed as per the requirement. So that is the working principle. In this stationary cutting tool, always which is fixed in the tool post. Next, the tool is in contact with a rotating job which rotates generally at a high speed, that means more than 800. So as the job rotates at high speed, it is very important to keep the job in a fixed position. If the job is not fixed in the proper way during the lathe operations, when the cutting tool applies some force on that particular job, the job fixing position may changes. If the job should not fix it firmly, it causes the dislocation or center out of that particular component. When the center of the axis changes during the rotation in between that operation, the job totally converted into waste or scrap piece. So in order to avoid that one, the job must fixed at the exact center of the lathe machine. So for that particular purpose, it is very important to keep the job in the proper portion. For that particular purpose, some tools are essential. So without that particular tools, it is not possible to keep the job or to hold the job at the center of the axis of the machine. So for that particular purpose, the tool required is the work holding tools. The name is very simple. A tool used. For what purpose the tool is used? It is used to hold the work. So that's why the tool is called as work holding tools or work holding devices. Now, our discussion is regarding that important tools, work holding tools or work holding devices. So the name itself indicates, just now I explained to you what is the meaning of work holding devices or work holding tools. the device or tool which is used to hold the work or job in a fixed position. What is that fixed position? The position of the component or the position of the axis of the job should exactly coincide with the center of the axis of the machine. So we are having various types of work holding devices. We are having various types of work holding devices. Each device is used at a particular position. So the first one is the checks. So once again, checks are having different types. Next one is the collets. Generally, collets are used for production lathes, but they are limited to certain size only, and they can use to hold circular or hexagonal components only. So next one is the driving plates. So driving plates are used to hold the work at a particular situation. That means a component or a job which can't hold either in checks, the particular component hold with the help of the plates. That is the driving plates. Next, carriers. So these particular carriers are used to hold long components. Next one, rests. The rest directly, it is not holding the workpiece. The purpose of the rest is to support the job which rotate between the two centers. So long jobs whose diameter is less, they are tend to bend during the rotation. So in order to prevent that particular bending of the component, the rests are fixed on the lathe beds, so that what happen, the bending action of the job during the rotation is prevented. That is the main purpose of the rests. Rests directly are not used to hold the component. Rests are only to support the long components which fixes in between two centers. What are the two centers? One is the live center, that means at the headstock, center of headstock. Second one is the dead center, so that is the center of the tailstock. So very first beginning class itself, we are using the two important terms. One is live center, dead center, headstock center or tailstock center. Remember that centers are very, very important. Next, mandrels. So mandrels are used a job which can't fix in the checks or this particular driving plates. So generally these mandrels are used to hold a component of hollow shape. Next, face plates. So these face plates are used to hold the component with the help of the other attachments. So now come to the first tool, checks. So this particular checks is having gripping jaws. This particular checks, lathe checks are having gripping jaws. So this gripping jaws, why this particular, what is the meaning of a gripping jaw? A jaw which apply some grip over the job. Some grip over the job. The type of jaws are called as the gripping jaw. How the particular grip is provided? How the particular grip is provided? The grip may provide by using different principles or by different actions. Suppose if we come one jaw to another jaw, if we observe each and every jaw, if we observe each and every check, that particular check uses different types of gripping. So the jaws applied on the job, must provide some grip. So because of that particular grip only, that particular job rotates along with rotation of the check. So basically the check is fixed to the headstock spindle. Basically, what will be the type of the check? The check inserted over the headstock spindle. Already in the particular discussion of the construction, clearly we discuss. So the headstock spindle consists external threads. Remember, this point is very, very important if you attend for any competitive exam or even for any interview also. The basic question related from this particular headstock is the headstock spindle consists which type of thread, external thread or internal thread. In some questions, instead of asking headstock, which component is having external threads, which component is having external threads, and they give multiple answers: headstock center, tailstock center, other any two one, lead screw, like that one. So this particular hollow spindle are called as the headstock spindle consist of external threads. Why that particular headstock consists external threads? That particular external threads used to mount various types of work holding devices. Whether the work holding tool may be three-jaw check, or it may be face plate, or it may be magnetic check. So that particular, or it may be a driving plate. So that particular work holding devices fixed over the external threads of the headstock spindle. That is the importance of external thread provision to the headstock spindle. Now this particular, what it may be that particular check, that check fixed to that particular external threads of the headstock device, headstock spindle. So now each check provide grip over that particular work or job cylindrical component by using different type of grip. So some apply friction over that particular job. Some jaws provide grip over that particular job by using grip. Some applies grip by using magnetic action. Some apply grip with the help of the tension. Observe carefully. In the detailed component, I explained to you which type of jaw or which type of check apply which type of gripping over the working component or work or job or cylindrical component. So the thing is, the check provides grip over the job. So that is the purpose. How the grip is provided? With the help of the jaws. That means jaws apply grip over the component. So how that particular jaws? The jaws are integral parts of that particular checks. They are capable of holding and rotating the workpiece on the lathe. Observe carefully. Once that particular component or job is fixed to that check with the help of the jaws, when the particular jaws apply proper gripping, so because of the particular gripping, what happen? The job holds firmly within that particular check. So already we discuss. So always that particular check is mounted over the headstock spindle. So whenever that due to the power supply, whenever due to the rotation of the motor, whenever that particular headstock spindle rotates, due to the rotation of the headstock spindle, due to the rotation of the headstock spindle, the check also rotates with the same speed in same direction. Listen carefully. This point is very, very important. Always the check rotates in the direction same as of that particular headstock spindle with the same speed. Here as that particular component is fixed or inserted or attached to that particular check with the help of the gripping action, so that what happen, the job is also rotate in the same direction with the same speed. Simply says the check is connected to headstock spindle and the job. So that is the position or place of the or location of the check. Check is connected between the job and between the headstock spindle. That means the speed of the headstock spindle transmitted to the job via or through the work holding device check. So that is the important point. We are supposed to visualize how that particular component is held or how the component is connected within that particular machine. So the job is connected to that particular spindle of the machine with the help of this particular checks. So that what happen, whenever that particular check rotate, due to that particular rotation of check, the job is also rotate with the same speed and same direction. So here what happened? The jaws are adjusted in and out by turning a screw with a check key. So this is different from check to check. This is different from one check to another check. Okay. So this particular jaws are adjusted in and out by turning a screw with a check key. Suppose if it is a 3-jaw check, the rotation of the screw causes movement of that particular checks. Suppose if it is a 4-jaw check also, the same principle. Suppose if it is a magnetic check, here it is very simple. Due to the rotation of the screw, what happen? That particular magnetic place is either move front or back with that particular working area with the attachment of the job. So that when gap provided between the job and the magnetic piece, the job loses holding or gripping action. That means in this particular magnetic check, the gripping is provided with magnetic force. By rotating the screw in the forward direction, that particular magnetic moves in the forward direction so that it apply magnetic force on the cylindrical component on the cylindrical job. Suppose if that particular, due to rotation of that particular screw, how the screw rotates? Rotation with the help of the check key. So when the when the screw causes to move that particular magnetic plate backwards in the back direction, so that what happen? The gap between magnetic plate and that particular job takes place. Whenever that particular gap occurs between that particular job and magnetic plate, immediately magnetic force becomes reduces and it comes to normal position, so that the job released from the magnetic check or magnetic plate. That means after completion of the job, in order to move or in order to remove that particular job from that particular lathe machine, simply by rotating the check key, the magnetic portion removed or moved in the backward direction, so that the component loses grip with that particular magnetic check. Very simple. What remember what it may be that particular check is screw and check key are very important to hold or to lose the grip over the component. That is the important application of the check key and screw. So this particular check is attached to lathe spindle with the help of the back plate. So at the beginning or very starting itself, clearly I explained to you. What I explained to you? Whatever be the check is attached to a headstock spindle. So that headstock spindle also called as the lathe spindle. Remember, the tool is having different names. So that headstock spindle also called as the lathe spindle. So how the check is attached to the lathe spindle? With the help of the back plate. So the common checks are the checks in generally used to hold the works or to hold the components is 3-jaw universal check. 3-jaw universal check, which is also called as the self-centered check. In the next discussion, I explain to you why it is called as the self-centered check. Next, 4-jaw independent check. This is called as the 4-jaw check or independent check. Next, magnetic check. Just now I explained briefly, lightly, why that particular magnetic action or how that particular magnetic force applied on the job. Just simply by moving the position of the magnetic material in to and fro direction with the help of the check and check key. So next, collet check. So at the beginning, different types of grips. I explain one important grip, that is the by applying tension action. So in this particular one, in collet check, what happened? Some portions is removed so that it happens as a grooves. So due to rotation of collet check, what happened? Due to rotation or due to tightening with help of the check key, so that particular collet has some of that particular portion is removed in the form of slots. That check is compressed. So when that particular check, when that particular collet check, when that particular collet check compressed, that particular collet check applies some force. Which type of force? Compressive force over that particular job. In that way, collet check holds that particular components. So next, drill check. In generally, the drill check is used to hold the uh, drill bits and reamers. That's why in generally it should not consider as the work holding tool. But in some situations, some conditions, the drill check may also use to hold the work component or job. So now the important or the simplest work holding tools used in so many lathe machines are is called, that is 3-jaw universal check. Why it is called as the universal check means it is used in universal and very vital. So only for specific operations only that particular other remaining checks are used. Otherwise, this particular 3-jaw check is used to hold any circular component or any cylindrical component, and it is the main advantage of 3-jaw check is as it is a self-centered one, even a semi-skilled operator can also easily adjust the job or easily fix the job in such a way that the center of the component or the center of that particular job is exactly coincide with the center of the machine spindle or center of the check. So that's why it used the application or the purpose of the 3-jaw check is used at various locations or even by a simple operator. That's why it is also called as the universal check. Universal check. Totally it is termed as the 3-jaw universal check. So this particular universal check or 3-jaw check consists 3 clamps. It consists 3 clamps. So that particular three jaws or 3 clamps move simultaneously at a time. Whenever that particular check key, so totally as it is having 3 jaws, that means that particular check consists at the external periphery or outer periphery, 3 screws are provided. So each screw controls, rotates along with remaining 2 screws. So that's why with the help of the check key, rotation of 1 screw causes rotation of remaining 2 screws. When 3 screws rotate simultaneously, the 3 jaws attached to that 3 screws moves simultaneously or moves with the same distance. So that what happens, that particular 3 jaws reaches or coincide to center at equidistance. So whenever these 3 jaws make equidistance to the center means a component which fixed in between the 3 jaws is auto-centered or self-centered with this particular center of the lathe machine or center of the lathe spindle. So that is the reason why this particular one is called as the self-centered check. That means the center of the component or center of that particular check is adjusted by moving any 1 screw. So that's why it is called as a self-centered check also. So this job is automatically centered. Just now I explained to you how that particular job is automatically centered means the rotation of any 1 screw causes for movement of remaining 2 screws with the same movement. So that is the reason the job is centered automatically. So what is the purpose or where is that application or where this particular 3-jaw check is used? The 3-jaw check is used. The 3-jaw check is used for holding cylindrical or hexagonal work only. That means the cylinder is having a particular regular shape component only. Cylinder means it is a regular shape. Next, hexagonal component means it is also a regular shape. What is the regular shape means? The distance from center to any corner. What is the regular shape, irregular shape? The difference between say regular component or regular job, irregular job means if the distance from center of the component or center of the job to any corner, or the distance from center to all the corners is same or equal, then it is called as the regular job. And what is the irregular shape and what is the irregular job? It is vice versa or reverse. What is this means? The distance from center is not equal or changes from corner to corner, then that particular component is called as the irregular shape. So in order to hold a regular size components like cylindrical shape or hexagonal shape jobs or components, this particular self-centered jack or self-centered check is used in the most useful way or in the good way. So this point is reverse to this one. The check is used for holding cylindrical or regular shape, means automatically the meaning is the check is not suitable for holding irregular shape component. The check is not suitable for holding irregular jobs. Why? Because here it applies or it moves 3 jaws at a time towards the center. So that's why it can hold only cylindrical components or regular shape only. Irregular component means each corner is having different put distances or different length from the center. So based on that particular distance from center to corner, based on that distance from center to corner only, the job position adjust in that particular check. Suppose if it is that particular 3-jaw check or self-centered check, it is not possible. So by using other check, what is the other check? The component of the check alternate to this particular 3-jaw check is 4-jaw check automatically. Very simple. The alternate. What is the alternate? This particular 3-jaw check is told for cylindrical component or regular shape. Suppose if it is the irregular component or if it is irregular shape, what is the work holding device to be used which is alternate to the 3-jaw universal check? So the check or work holding tool used for irregular shape, that means alternate to the 3-jaw universal check is or 3-jaw self-centered check is the independent jaw check, also called as the 4-jaw check. So the next one is this is the line diagram of a 3-jaw check. So observe, these 3 jaws are moves with the help of the 3 screws. Observe, this particular screw controls this particular jaw. In the similar way, here one more screw is provided which is not visible in this particular 3D drawing. So this particular screw rotation is connected with this one, and this particular screw is connected with this particular one. But at the beginning itself, we discuss one important point. Here the screws are in such a way that the rotation of one screw causes rotating remaining 2 screws with the same displacement. That's why the 3 screws move simultaneously, so that 3 jaws moves with the equidistance. Here one misconcept is rotation of one screw causes rotation of 3-jaw checks. That is not possible. So rotation of one screw causes rotation of the remaining 2 screws. So that's why 3 jaws are moves simultaneously. So next, observe a 3-jaw check original component. So here this particular 3-jaw checks are having different steps. Why this particular 3-jaw checks are having different steps means, so that is important purpose. These 3-jaw checks used to hold solid components. In addition to that one, this particular 3-jaw check also used to hold hollow portion also, or hollow components. So in order to hold cylindrical components or hollow shaped components, this particular steps are used to hold different or various diameter hollow components. If that particular diameter if that particular hole size of the cylindrical component is less small, this particular first step is used. If that particular diameter increases, then this particular step is used to hold that particular component. So that is the application or the reason why this particular JAWS providing with different steps. So this is particular. Now you observe clearly, different holes are provided. So different screws are provided in order to connect each and every jaw. So here clearly we can visualize, we are observing how that particular jaw is holding with that particular three jaws. So here this particular, what is the type of gripping? So here this particular jaw holds between the three jaws because of frictional force applied. So at the beginning, at the start, different types of grips I explained to you. So that particular different type of grip means in this particular three jaw check, the grip applied on the jaw is because of the friction between the jaw and the jaw. That's why clearly we are observing this particular jaws. These particular jaws are having knurled surface, are having knurled surface or cross-cutting portion. That particular portion used to apply friction over the job. Because of that particular friction only, the job fixed firmly between that particular jaws. Otherwise, if friction is not provided or friction not applied on that particular job, due to the during the rotation, the job may move. Center may be same, no doubt at all, but that particular job is also rotating along with that particular, so that with relative motion, the position of the job may be slipped. So here also, that particular principle is same. What is that particular principle? The very fundamental principle is